The first session of the day at the Olympic Stadium. I think everybody's waiting with bated breath to see what happens. Good performance, that. That's a strong start for France. Needs to find a better trajectory into the sand here. Just a smooth athlete on the runway. Almost everything in right. Just a slight stutter on the board. Nice hitch kick. And then the landing. It's a really good jump. Plenty of momentum, but no height on that jump, and it cost dearly. Great speed on the runway. Can he follow it up with good technique? Well, just didn't get enough height on that jump to get the distance. Last chance saloon, sixth and final attempt. Well, took off too early there. Welcome back to the Olympic Stadium then for the men's javelin. Well, here he is for round number one. Tight competition, this. I think he'll be quite happy with that throw. Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of the round, and it shows France clearly ahead of the rest by some distance.
Foul.
The end of that round, and France are in first place.
Foul.
Well, after that round, this athlete, much to the crowd's delight, is in the lead.
Foul.
Well, that's a good round for France, who are in first place.
Foul.
Well, that's the end of the round, and this is the reality of the situation. A magnificent performance and a huge, huge lead. Well, that's a... Plenty of crowd support here. They're all ready to get this event underway. Really good technical performance there. Here we go then, round two. If you jump high, you won't jump long, and that was the problem here. This is round number three, and this competition is getting steadily harder. Needs to find a way of keeping momentum and jumping a little lower. Well, just fell back rather, and that will cost him some precious centimetres. If you take off before the board, you're giving away real estate, and nobody wants to do that. Well, that was an overcautious jump take. The Olympic Stadium really does look splendid. Another perfect day at the 2012 Olympics. I think everybody's enjoyed this event so far. Now it's time for the javelin to take centre stage, though. This is the Olympic final. Sprinting towards the line.
Foul.
France lead this one at the end of the round. The scoreboard confirms it, and what a lead it is.
Foul.
We've reached the halfway point. France are in first. Starts the run now. That's the end of the round, and let's look at the leaderboard. France are in first place.
Foul.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of that round and look at this lead. It really is commanding at this stage.
Foul.
A remarkable act. This is the Olympic Stadium, one of the most ecologically sound structures in the whole of world athletics. This stadium really is state-of-the-art. 80,000 in capacity and beautiful on the eye. Well, the crowd will react to that quite rightly. A wonderful performance so far, and the results on the scoreboard are just as electrifying. It is a terrific, terrific lead that this athlete takes from here. Well, that's the end of the round, and comfortably in the lead here. It really has been an impressive performance. Well, that attempt's going to count for nothing, I'm afraid to say. It's a foul. Fourth attempt. Well, that's a foul, and I'm afraid to say it's back to the drawing board after that last attempt. Foul throw. Got to really monitor his release point. Make sure he gets it out of the cage. Well, that throw won't count, I'm afraid to say. There's a foul. Welcome to the Aquatic Centre, a venue that's used state-of-the-art techniques to provide the best possible conditions for these athletes to get the best possible results in the pool. This is really good swimming. France are in first place, Italy in second, China are in third place. Who's going to touch him first? First place for France and qualifying. Going through in second is Russia. Third place and Italy's next stop is in the final. Discus is an event that favours the older athlete. In fact, over the years, the majority of the champions have been over the age of 30. This is mainly down to the fact it's so difficult to master the technique of throwing a discus well. And that's another good one, and the fans respond well. Quite rightly as well. Well, that went wrong, and badly wrong, so it's a foul. Well, the third attempt about to commence. Spin in the circle, then uncoils well. But I think his toe maybe just touched the edge there. That's a foul throw. That's a foul throw, and it's back to the drawing board, I'm afraid. Fifth attempt now. Well, that throw just didn't work out, and that'll be a foul. This is all about the speed across the circle before exploding to release from that right hand. Well, there's so much at stake here, and only a tiny amount of time for these athletes to show exactly what they can do. The pressure is on for every single stroke. Stroke for stroke, great strength. In front, USA. In second, it's France. Third place, China. Into the stretch, who's going to touch first? Goal for France, what a performance! Silver for Italy, the bronze will go to USA. Olympic Stadium. Welcome. One of the most sustainable ever built, the lower bowl is set into the existing landscape, meaning less need for steel. A decent first round performance. It's a strong start for France. Well, here we go in the next round of the men's shot put. Well, let's take a check on the scoreboard, and there's good news, lying in first place. We've reached the midway point, and France are leading the way. France out in front, and as the scoreboard shows, it may be too far for the others now to catch up. Very impressive. Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows first place. Good performance. Welcome to the Olympic Stadium here in London's East End. This really is a terrific venue. The athletes so far been very happy and have produced some fast times as well. This is the qualifying rounds of the men's 200 metres, half a lap of the track. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. As we approach the midway point, there's real power here. France are in first place, China in second, Canada are in third place, France qualifying first place. China go through in second place, and Canada in third make their way through to the final. Well, this athlete... Welcome to this beautiful Olympic Stadium built specifically for these games. This really is the jewel of the crown. Absolutely sold out. What a venue this is. Well, that's good technique, a good throw as well. Second attempt. That's the end of the round, and let's look at the leaderboard. France are in first place. Things going well for France, they're in second place. Technique, absolutely perfect. Well, this is a terrific shot put event. A number of different contenders that could all take home a medal here. A wonderful performance so far, and the results on the scoreboard are just as electrifying. It is a terrific, terrific lead that this athlete takes from here. The emotion... to the Olympic Stadium, the jewel in the crown of the Olympic Park. This is the place where these athletes will take the next step on their Olympic dream. And they're underway, and it's a quick start. Well, as they approach the first quarter, all those pre-race nerves should be firmly behind them. Well, this race really starting to take shape as they approach halfway. The leader, France, USA, second place. Heading towards the line here, France take gold, a new Olympic champion. And the silver goes to USA. China take bronze. Super celebration. next event at the Excel London are the qualifying rounds of the men's weightlifting. Needs to be powerful in this first phase. Technique's good. Does very well here. Oh, yes, he's going to do it. He does it. Let's have a look at the current scoreboard then after the first round. He couldn't get them to budge. Such a strange effort, that. Well, this is the final attempt for this athlete. Seems to be struggling here, and that really was too heavy for him. Didn't manage. In the Kieran event, the riders are required to remain behind the pacer that starts deliberately slowly, around 25 kilometers an hour. Gradually, as the race goes on, the speed is increased until the pacer leaves the track with about 700 meters to go. By the end, the riders are already going at 50 kilometers an hour. However, over those final 3 laps, that pace will increase by another 20 kilometers an hour as these riders all go for that sprint finish. Starting to sprint as this pace really is wound on here. This is it, the final lap. France are in first place, Poland are in second. Well, trying all sorts. Is that going to be the winning line going into the home straight? France will qualify in first place. Poland go through in second, and China take third. That sees them qualify. Well, this is the final of the men's weightlifting here at the Excel London.
The bar has been set at 203.0 kilograms.
Has to get it above his head. Drives through with the legs. Slams it down. That's a clean lift. Decent snatch, that. Well, what a moment we've got here. He's going for a new Olympic record. He's going for a new world record. This could be a remarkable moment. Well, doesn't manage to lift anything here, and that's a real worry. 6 rounds then. And one of these athletes will be crowned the champion. Well, obviously the nerves are at an absolute... Welcome to the Olympic Velodrome. This is the home of the cycling events at the 2012 Games, and really is a cracking venue. 6,000 seats that sweep all the way around the track, bringing a wall of noise to the competitors. The thoughts are this is going to be the fastest track in the world, with overhead conditions as well as track conditions all made perfectly to get quick times. Showing great technique. Good strength as well. This is it now, the final lap. Everything plus everything is needed from this field. In the lead, France. In second place, Poland. Still moving well off the seat and starting to sprint as we go into the final bend. France take gold. Silver for Poland. And it's bronze for the USA. Well, that's a good performance. Terrific atmosphere, and this really should bring the best out of these athletes. It's a tricky approach into Ben Nevis here. It's a brilliant time at this stage, needs to keep to that. Well, through that gate with ease. Well, this is a really good performance through 2. this has the potential to be a great time because of the lack of penalties. Sails through another gate. Third time checking, going great here. Needs to get the line perfect here, out of Big Ben. Stroking hard as he crosses the line. Years of preparations since Beijing, and these athletes now must be ready. Any injuries, any doubts must be shoved clear from their mind.
Well, after all of that, they get the point. Look what it means to them.
States of America to serve. 0-2.
Has he got more of that in the locker? Great play from him to win the point. Well, he won't be complaining, will he? He's doing really well out there, developing into a nice lengthy lead. Well, some great technique on display, and the point is quite rightly his after that. Well, some great play out there on the table. He takes the point, and I'm sure he takes a lot of confidence from that as well. Well, that's the end of the first game. So let's have a look at the scoreboard. What's going to happen from here? Good, solid play to take the point there. Can he build on it now? Pressure's really building. His opponent's error forced, and he'll take the point for that.
0-2.
Absolutely fantastic play on court today. The crowd are on their feet with that point won. Well, that's another point on the board, and it's developing into a good lead here for him.
0.
The crowd go wild and they respond. What a point won.
0.
They're piling the pressure on. They take the point. Where can they go from here?
Match point. United States of America to serve.
So there we have it then.
Next up then, the men's K1. This is the final of the men's event, and this is a real opportunity for some of these paddlers to get their name on the podium. Moving nicely through the first time check, paddling really well here through that gate. Keeps the boat flowing through that last gate. Really need to keep the boat moving here on the way to Stonehenge. This is really fast at this time check. This has been an almost faultless run so far. Not many penalties to talk about. Let's have another look at the times. Oh, great time. What a moment through Big Ben. Very impressive stuff, that. The XL London is an existing exhibition and conference centre in the Docklands area of the city. This still, though, is one of the better venues at this Games.
Good work for the point, good use of the table. He really is rising to the occasion of the Olympic Games. What fantastic play to win the point there. Oh, he wanted that, didn't he? He'll be pleased with the point. Well, you really can see confidence starting to build now. After another point added to the table, it's a big lead. Well, there's definitely no argument there at all. He wins the point with that fantastic play. Well, we're all witnessing a fantastic game out there, but he takes the point, and quite rightly.
To serve. 0-6.
So a game win for France there. They take the lead. Can they continue this into the second? Great work to take the point. Now what can they do from here?
1-0.
Setting the court alive with their play. Absolutely deserve that point.
0-2.
Oh, he's got to be pleased with that. The point's his.
0-3.
Well, he really is starting to dominate the match now. Another point won as he extends his lead. Well, he's really got the crowd on side now. He wins that point. Can he keep it going? The crowd are really appreciating this now. What great play to win the point with.
China to serve. 0-6.
Well, this match certainly didn't need...
Welcome along to Horse Guards Parade, then one of the most historic of venues for the women's volleyball. This really is a stunning place to be. Beautiful old buildings, allied with one of the newest events within the Olympic Games. This could be very exciting. I think the two sides are ready to go.
Wow, what great approach play to force the opponent's error there. It's clearly been well practiced in the run-up to these games. What a display of beach volleyball on court. They deservedly win that point. Well, they really are developing a fantastic lead here. Can they maintain it? So they're going to be disappointed with that. A point lost on the serve there. And of course, that first set now means they take the lead. What great play there to force the error from their opponents. They've got to be pleased with that. Absolutely fantastic display of beach volleyball. They take the point. What an awesome display of beach volleyball on court today. That's a point won and a point on the board for them. Precision play on court. Real teamwork. They deserve the point. Well, it finished...
To Lord's Cricket Ground. For many years, this has been the scene of some great Ashes success for both England and Australia. But now a chance for somebody to win a medal in the Olympic archery. Arrow number 2. Brilliant. Bang on. 10 points. This is the final arrow of round number 1. That's 9. Well, the scoreboard's looking good here. Second place after that round. 6 points on the blue inner circle. Second arrow. And this really is a sport where millimetres count. This is the final arrow of the second end. Really good. 9. First arrow, always important. That's 8. Arrow number 2 then. Right on target, 10 points. Third arrow must finish this end strongly. It's a golden arrow, 10 points. Let's have a look at the scoreboard after that round, and it makes good reading. First place. That's 7. This is the penultimate arrow in this event. 9 for that arrow. Arrow number 3. Right down the middle, 10 points. Lost a... Welcome back to Horse Guards Parade for the final of the women's beach volleyball. The medals are on the line here, and which of these two sides are going to win it?
It was very much the approach play then that forced the error from their opponents. Deservedly so, they take the point. They're really showing great play there and quite rightly take the point. Well, the error there from their opponents mean they take the point. Can they maximise on this now? There is absolutely no stopping this team. They extend their lead even further with that point. What a great start for France there in the first set. Can they go on to win the second set and the match? Piling the pressure on their opponents, they take the point. Piling the pressure on their opponents, they take the point. And it's an error from their opponents, which means they get the point. Fantastic pressure play from them. What really great play. Yet another point on the board. They are miles out in front at this stage. Well, as you can hear, the crowd...
Welcome to Lords then for the start of the archery. Usually the home of cricket, but for the games, it's the home of the archery. This should be a great event with a highly competitive field. End number 1, arrow number 2. Bang on, 10. This is the final arrow of end 1. That's the maximum, 10 points. This is a strong performance from France. They really are putting together a great series here, and this could be a defining lead. This is the second arrow. We can add 8 for that. This is the third arrow. Thuds into the board. Resounding sound, that. First arrow. Well, that's a strong start, right in the yellow stuff. Having seen the first arrow, what adjustments will this athlete make for arrow number 2? Can this athlete close out end 3 with a good score? That arrow's worth 9. Well, let's have a look at the scoreboard at the end of the round, and it shows France clearly ahead of the rest by some distance. In the red, not bad. End 4, arrow 2. Well, that arrow's worth 10. Arrow number 3, then. Tiny adjustment required. Should be delighted.